Hi, everybody. We're very lucky to have in the studio with us the great Ruben Faison.
How you doing?
And the great Howard Young from the Strikers Funk Band. How you guys doing?
Okay. Good.
All right. Great to have you here. It's an honor. And first off, just for some of the youngsters who may not have been around back in the day, why don't you guys tell me how the Strikers came to be?
That's his department.
Uh-oh.
It came to be like in 1977. I was living in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and some people came to my house. They knocked on the door. It was Daryl Gibbs.
Oh, wow.
Skip Slaughter. And they said they need a guitar player because they put in a band together called Made in the USA.
All right.
Hey, we would rehearse 6 and 7 days a week.
Wow.
But we got a very tight show. We started working and our shows were tight, very professional. Because my history actually started in junior high school in the Bronx. Junior high school called Herman Ritter, and I was in the orchestra. I was playing viola. And teacher looked at me and he said, "Ruben, I noticed you're not reading the notes. You play by ear, don't you?" I had to confess, yes, I played by. I wasn't reading. I should have been reading the notes because it's good to learn it, but I was just off the top of my head.
I tell my students, I try to train them to be able to listen to a song and reproduce it, without the music. So, hats off to you, man. That's when you feel it. That's when you feel the music, man.
Yeah.
Hearing from you again.
Yeah, that's right, again. I call our style retro fusion because it's a combination of the old school, the new school, which is the bold school.
Okay, all right.
Made USA, we had a hit called Melody.
Okay.
I hear a melody. Yes, and we did pretty good. We dressed in suits. I don't dress in suits no more. I can't do suits.
I don't know. That's not what I hear, Ruben. I don't know.
Even though I'm kind of, may the force be with you.
Yeah, okay.
But, I don't call us old. I call us retro players.
Okay.
Just like I call our music retro fusion.
Okay, retro fusion. Now, is there funk description in there too? Or is it retro fusion, retro funk fusion?
Funk, rock. House,
okay, all right.
Jazz,
so you guys are bringing it all to the table then.
Yeah.
Different genres.
5 elements.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you started, would you say, a lot of bands when they start out, you start off playing covers and then fleshing out your own stuff. It sounds like you guys, with Made in the USA, you guys were writing tunes, and so with Strikers, were you guys bringing like any covers to the table to show people what you could do while you wrote, or did you kind of start off with a focus on writing original material?
Writing original
Yeah,
material.
See, I wrote inch by inch.
Okay.
Right after Body Music. And Body Music, I actually wrote that while I was singing. I made the whole thing up.
Strike it up, strike it back. That's where it's at. Strike it up, do it now. Let our music make you get down. Strike it back.
So Howard, were you involved a lot in the writing as well? What was the first song, Strikers song, that you feel like, hey,
I was always involved with writing.
Come on, come on. Inch by inch, gonna get your love. Inch by inch, come on. Inch by inch, gonna get your love.
I really feel like there should be in the industry, there should be more recognition. Every little piece makes that song magic, so.
Yeah.
So I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah.
That's why this is so important to me personally, because now I have a chance to, work alongside musicians that, understand, composition and contributing to the composition. Instead of just putting 2 words to it, they are just as creative as I am, and we can work together.
Right.
That's the whole idea for me is, the secret of success is teamwork, working together, networking, working with other people, mutual admiration and people, working together.
Yeah, a lot of times it's those relationships where you're comfortable, even with just performing. Myself as a band leader, a lot of times it's like I see people who are fantastic musicians. I bring them to try out, and they just don't gel with the other musicians. Whereas someone
Right.
may not have the chops, but it fits. You feel like you're all working towards the same end. And clearly, you guys are still doing it together. So you guys are the lasting connection that came out of the original Strikers.
Yeah,
You two are doing it now. You guys are still writing. You guys are writing new songs, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
So that's terrific. That says something about that piece of the relationship. What endured after all the years. Yeah, it's Howard and Ruben. So yeah.
Teamwork, thinking outside the box.
Yep.
We're not going to think outside the box. We're going to destroy the box.
Uh-oh.
And,
That's bad news for the box
I
now.
can't wait. Sorry for you boxers. Boxer throw a box. I can't wait to work with Andy LaSalle with his playing and the funk rock.
Oh, he's a great guitar player.
I
Yeah.
got something I want you to hear a little later on.
Oh, definitely. We'll be standing by for that.
That's right. I want y'all to hear it too. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
And I saw him with Vernon Reid. Took him on the road. They did a tribute to Hendrix, and it was great to see. Vernon was giving him props. Vernon Reed's an amazing guitar player. He was like, "Hey, listen, man. Andre taught me my first Hendrix song." Wow, man. Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah, and now you guys are bringing him to add to what you guys are doing. That's a whole other dimension now.
Yeah, because we want to reach out to a mass audience. Different races, different ages. I know I was doing gigs for the older crowd, but I want to reach out to the younger crowd, millennials.
Rock!
To a lot of millennials, and they love what I'm doing. They love the message, because you have to have the image, the message.
Hey, the old stuff. That's where that's where all the music came from.
Yeah.
And I see these kids are going through their parents' record collections, and
Sampling.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everything.
And we're going all the way back. Like our heroes were Crown Heights Affair,
Okay.
and this is the man who's going to talk about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Crown Heights Affair. I used to
Okay.
listen to
Well,
it.
you know what? We may have to put Howard on the spot here.
Yes.
Uh-oh. So tell us about Crown Heights Affair, Howard.
I auditioned for Crown Heights. Well, first of all, they were already on RCA Records. They did one album on RCA Records.
Okay.
And the following year, that was 1974. The following year was 75, and I auditioned for the group.
Okay.
There was two keyboard players. One was basically a piano player, and I would personally say he was a little more proficient than I was, but I was the rhythmic player,
Okay.
and they wanted the rhythmic keyboard player. So that's how I got the job.
Okay.
And one thing led to another. I did 5 albums with them since 1975, and that was our most important period of
Okay.
time.
Wow.
Dreaming the Dream was a #1 hit
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dreaming a dream.
for about 2 weeks
Nice.
on the dance charts.
Excellent.
And I never forget, my manager called me over at rehearsal. Howie, I'm looking for a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I was always a major minor guy. And so I put some chords together. I said, this is corny, I even put the little piano part, toward the middle of the song. Dun, 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 dun. And I said, now I know it's really corny. Yeah, right. Lo and behold, the only thing I'm thinking about is playing music. And, when the album comes to your attention and you see it, it hits you, like a bee sting. And then it's like, oh well, you keep on moving.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
And so we did one album after another, and most of the stuff that we did from 75 to 80 was pretty much a skeletal structure of what I created on the keyboard.
Okay.
I mean, you can name it. Dancing, Galaxy of Love, all that stuff were my chord structures.
So the song started with you then, pretty much. You laid out the framework and then people filled it in.
Which is what a keyboard player usually does.
Yeah.
You know, so the experiences that I've had with the group were the most important thing.
Sure, sure.
Money has no place in the spirit world.
Right.